persons who are practicing the Hindu Vedic Sanatana Dharma world view. Simple way to say that is, who follow the Hindu Dharma, which says we are all immortal beings who decided to come to this realm, came here a long time ago, long time ago. We go up through the various species of life, experiencing them all. It's part of being here. And then we become human. And as a human, we begin to learn and grow, just like going off to university. And so it is that this universe really is, in this viewpoint, a kind of university. We're all students. Now, as students, we're here gathering experience. But playing in the background the whole time is a fear of death. Throughout the world, this is the fear, unless there's an answer that answers only one life. Because you should be afraid if you only have one life. Just like if I say, at the end of this video, you'll be tested. If you don't pass the test, someone will shoot you. Well, that spoils the fun. That ruins your day. And this I am putting forward to you. If you just understand this, you understand this. The entire Hindu culture, when it goes namaste, it means, my little pun on it is, namaste. You get to stay longer than just one lifetime. Why? And I'm going to give you a name for this, because you are the Atma. You are an Atma. And the word atomic came from that Sanskrit word. But it actually means each one of us is a small but vibrant, dynamic being from another realm who is lighting up the body that we're in, illuminating it with our consciousness. In fact, that's called Chit, just like Citti TV. The Chit is the consciousness of us, the Atma. Now in English, the English equivalent word from the three Abrahamic religions is soul. S-O-U-L comes from the Latin S-O-L and means a sun that is shining. Well, that's part of it. But suns burn out. That doesn't solve the problem. Even a sun extinguishes eventually because it's a material object which has a duration and a lifetime, and then it's extinguished. But this worldview says you cannot be extinguished. It cannot happen. So you could go to some place and be punished for a while, go off to jail, come back, you're still the Atma. You could go through thousands and thousands of lifetimes. Why? Because you're exploring, because you want to. It's just like if you know you're a traveler and you have permission and you can afford it, and I say you could go to any country you want and spend a year. And you won't die, you won't have problems, you'll have enough money. So you just go from country to country to country. Why? For the experience, of course. Because there's beauty there, there's experiences there, there's so many things that you could now learn from, and aren't those who have traveled a great deal what we call worldly wise? So what if wisdom really is living many, 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 many lifetimes? Until you've lived so many of them that you look around at the material world and you start to say, I don't need any more of that. I don't need any more of that. There's a Sanskrit word for that. Na-iti. Na-iti. Not that, not this. Isn't this how we decide to do things? We say to each other, you want to go there? No, not tonight. Would you like to go there? No, that's okay. Not so interested. How about this? No, I've done too much of that. So what if we come here to gather experience? What if that's the game? Now watch. This is the way you signal to someone, I see you as the immortal traveler, as the immortal being who's here. And we're on a planet that's temporary. It's the university. So imagine you're on a university campus and you see someone throwing beer cans and throwing garbage all over the grass instead of putting it in a proper container? What would you say to them? When you say, this is our campus, let's keep it clean, is that too difficult? All right. So what are we doing to the world right now? Well, obviously we're using it up in a few generations. We're about to leave it crippled and disabled if we're not careful. And this is unique. We don't know of a civilization that's had the ability to just gobble up the whole planet in a few years. But if we do, and then we're having children, aren't we making a horrible future for our children? Wouldn't it be better to take the long view? And why isn't the world taking the long view? And why do we not see past the skin? Why do we care if you're green, black? I don't care if you're green and have antennas. You're still a being. Why has this become such a terrible issue for the world? If not because they don't see the true being. And I'm dwelling on this because you will not understand the culture of India until you finally get this difference. Everyone who is a practitioner of the Vedic, Hindu, Sanatan Dharma, correctly cooperating with nature, that means culture, sees all living entities, and that includes every creature. Everything that shows sign of life is also an Atma. And each one of those Atmas is here on the same adventure, just as we are. So on the one hand, doesn't it make you relax if you really believe what I'm saying? You can't die. Now, you might be listening to me right now on life support, and you're just who knows how many minutes from leaving your body. Not dying, leaving your body. It's important how you say it. And if you are, then maybe just in time you're hearing me say this so you can relax and say, it's okay. I can't die. I'm just moving on. This is the philosophy that allows whole civilizations to stop trying to kill each other, to stop using up the planet, to stop destroying everything in their hunger. In fact, if you think you're not going to get any more, it makes you more hungry. This is the human dilemma. Look at the human dilemma. We're eating too much. We're taking too much. We're addicted. Why are we humans addicted? You see any animals that are out there addicted to drugs? No. Alcohol? No. Why? Because they're designed to be satisfied with what they do. We aren't satisfied with what we do. We don't like our jobs. We don't like our families. We get divorced. We do a myriad of things. We don't like that skin color and this and that. And all of those create problems. Boy, we're uptight. I mean, we're really neurotic. Instead of just relaxing and being with each other. Some of you perhaps have lived in Hawaii. I did, and I'd lived on the mainland of America for a long time. They have a saying in Hawaii. They do this, and they go, shakabra. Hey, take it easy. You live longer. No have heart attack. Relax. And in yoga, that's called breathing, learning to breathe. You're immortal. You can't die. You breathe differently when you know that. And then you learn how to stay balanced. And then you get into stressful situations, and even the environment is stressful, but you stay balanced. You're on life support, but you aren't afraid. You're just trying to stay alive, and if you can't, you're graciously leaving, knowing that you'll come back until you're done. Done with what? Done with learning. It just is such a more gracious, elegant, livable viewpoint, just like my friends in Hawaii.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.